In Season 4, I, Zeke Maelstrom, founded a ranked 5 team called the Stormy Crusaders. This team consisted of a group of my friends, and at the time, we were all pretty bad at League of Legends. The better players on the team were Silver, and the best player, our mid laner Ben, ended Season 4 in Gold. However, as the seasons went by, the other players on the team started to get much better at the game. The team's ADC, Trent, reached Plat 2 last season, and our support, Kathy, has peaked at Plat 1. And our team's best and brightest, Ben, reached Diamond 5 in Season 7. In the meantime, however, I have stayed pretty much right where I started. I never played much ranked simply because it was never worth my time. I started playing League in high school, but I was always really busy with sports, studying, music, and pretty much anything else under the sun. That's not to say I didn't play League. I did, but it was entirely a social thing for me, and I felt no need to play the game competitively. That was until mid-Season 9, when Luke, our team's current top laner, challenged me saying he could get to gold first. I didn't take this challenge too seriously. To be blunt, I didn't think Luke had it in him to hit gold, so while I did play more ranked games that season than past seasons, I still wasn't that serious about climbing. That was until he surprised everyone by actually doing it. Now normally, I wouldn't care that he hit gold. After all, it's always good to see members of the team getting better because it makes their odds of winning tournaments like Clash better. The problem is that this has now left me at the bottom of the totem pole, a position that I am not fond of. So, I have set out to change that. I am going to get good at League of Legends. But what does it mean to be good at League of Legends? If you ask a new player, they'll probably tell you that gold players are good at the game. If you ask Trent, he'll tell you gold players are trash. If you ask a professional player, anyone below Masters is pretty bad. Unfortunately, these varied responses make it difficult to pin down what exactly it means to be good at League of Legends. Fortunately, someone on the internet found the answer. Everyone below me is trash, everyone above me is a tryhard. To summarize, it's relative to the people you're competing with. Therefore, we must reach a rank where everyone considers us a tryhard rather than trash. The highest rank ever achieved by any one of the Crusaders is Diamond 5, so therefore I would have to reach Diamond 4 in order to be considered good. Wait, Diamond? Alright, roll credits. That's never happening. We're done here. Okay. So maybe this is going to take more effort, and more importantly time, than I originally anticipated. Fortunately, only Ben has hit Diamond at the moment, and about half of the team has peaked at Gold. So let's focus on that for the time being and leave Plat and Diamond for a much later date. When climbing, or trying to get better at League, one of the most common pieces of advice you'll be given is to pick a champion pool and stick to it. This, in theory, lets you focus less on micro, since that becomes muscle memory, and more on macro, which will lead to long-term improvement. This on paper should be pretty easy. Pick your favorites and play them. Wrong! Nothing is easy here. But to understand why I struggled so much with making a champion pool, I need to tell you a story about a rework. When I started playing League of Legends, I quickly found a champion that would be mine for the next 5 years. Kayle, the Judicator. When I started playing, Kayle was a mid laner, so naturally, I became a mid laner. I would add Udyr to my pool in late Season 4 since I was doing a lot of jungling for the Stormy Crusaders. This was all fine and dandy. I was a mid laner, but I played jungle for the team. That would all change on patch 9.5 with the Kayle. I loathe this rework. It completely stripped Kayle of early agency, and her lack of reliable wave clear means that she has no way to generate priority against ranged champions. This killed her as a mid laner. Needless to say, this has left me in a pretty bad spot. On the one hand, I claim to be a mid laner, but I can't play any mid laners. I did try one-tricking Udyr for a bit, but I don't think I can grind games on Udyr with no variation, all the way to Diamond. To make matters worse, Udyr is getting a rework at some point in the future, so one-tricking him to Diamond is probably not realistic anyways. So, I needed to find a new main. and I also needed to decide whether my primary role was going to be mid or jungle. Enter LeBlanc.
The black rose shall bloom once more.
You see, LeBlanc has been one of those champions that I always wanted to learn how to play. Unfortunately, Riot reworked her during the Assassin update, so that dream died then. However, this rework was hated by the community so much that Riot actually caved and reverted LeBlanc. Now I can already hear people saying, "But Zeke, you're Silver. You don't have the skill to play a champion like LeBlanc." My response to which is this. The goal of the series is to hit dive. This is going to be a long series because it will take years to accomplish that goal. I'm not going to play champions I don't like for that long. However, I play champions I enjoy, I'll persevere, and actually stand a chance of reaching diamonds someday. So with LeBlanc locked in, it was time to build up the rest of my mid lane pool. My second mid laner ended up being Cassiopeia, because I found that she played similarly to Old Kale, and she also happened to deal well with long counters.
There is no antidote for me.
Looking at this dynamic duo, there are some glaring problems though. Both Cassiopeia and LeBlanc suck from their blind pack due to the nature of their matchups. LeBlanc struggles against a few specific champions a lot, like Galio and Vladimir, while Cassiopeia generally has a hard time dealing with long-range mages. I also have no long-range mage or AD mid laner in my pool. I decided on Aurelia to remedy the latter simply because she is the least likely to stand over the AD mids.
Fight for the first lens!
However, when it comes to long-range mages, I have traditionally avoided playing them due to their lack of escapes and very limited self-heal. There are two long-range mages though that have an escape built into their kit, Azir and Ziggs. After playing both, I like Azir more as his ult and dash provide better protection than Ziggs' satchel and minefield.
Shurima, your Emperor has returned.
Also, haven't played Ziggs, and I do not need that competition in my life. And with that, the core 4 mids are decided. I have also added Kennen and Ahri in the event that something goes horribly wrong in the draft.
Don't you trust me?
The eyes never lie.
Anyway, on to jungle. This is significantly easier since I have played a ton of junglers over the years, and I know what I like. Up first, we have the classic, the OG, the Spirit Walker, the Udyr.
Our rage is beyond your control.
I have been playing this champion since Season 4, and in all honesty, unless I'm forced to pick something else, I'm picking Udyr. So, on that note, let's talk about games where I pick someone who is Udyr. The most likely scenario for this is if we need an AP jungler because there's a Yasuo or another AD mid laner on my team. In this case, I have Elise, because is there really an AP jungler better than Elise? No, there isn't.
Only the spider is safe in her web.
In the event the enemy picks Udyr, I have Kha'Zix, since in my personal experience, Kha'Zix beats Udyr.
Change is good.
If by some unholy miracle I can't play any of those, I have Nidalee and Vi in reserve.
They will fear the wild. Punch first. Ask questions while punching.
If I get autofilled, I am going to try and make do with punch. You can take basically anything top these days, so I'm not too worried about the other solo lane on the Rift. If I end up bot, I can play Xayah or Cassiopeia just fine.
I can never resist an invitation to dance.
If I get support, I can play Lulu or Poppy.
Pleased to meet you.
I'm no hero, just a yordle with a hammer.
So getting autofilled isn't the end of the world for me. Given I'm queuing mid-jungle though, I doubt I'm going to be getting autofilled all that much. I'm actually more concerned about always getting jungle and never getting mid because of how unpopular jungling is these days. So with that, the roster has moved up. Now, all that I need to do is actually get good. It's the hard part. Starting tomorrow, I am going to try and play and review at least 3 rankings a day. I hope to do similar videos to this at least once every 2 to 3 weeks to update you with my progress. I don't want to commit to a schedule on these videos though, because it may not work out. After all, if nothing has changed in 2 weeks, there's no point in releasing a video. Next time, you'll hear what progress I've made and what plans I've devised to get good. So until next time, my friends, I wish you the best of luck in your endeavors, and have a wonderful day.